welcome back to the Scottish Hero. And for today's episode, we have two really tough games. But before we get into that, let's see what's been going on since last episode. I played two games, and both are against the same team, both against Morton. And the first game was the league game, we managed to win, and the second one was the cup game where we lost. And of course, for the cup game, I used like a backup players because I wanted to lose it. And for the league game, we used our best players and we managed to win. I just want to show you one small thing from this before we move forward. And that's the goal scorer for Morton in the game they won. Take a look who scored their goal. And they used the same setup for both games. They used all their best players for even for the cup games. So it was basically our backup players against their strongest. But look at the lad who scored and became man of the match. Connor McLennan. The man, the myth, the legend. That was our goal scoring machine during the first season. Last season he was loaned out to a Premiership club. And this season is loaned up to a Championship club. And yeah, Conor McLennan, our old friend, decided to score against us. And I tried to loan him during the summer, but he chose the other team because they probably had a better reputation for us. But if you look at the information here, now you can't see it. I think he had us as a favorite club, but now we lost some information because it was a long time he was now club. But yeah, the man, the myth, the legend decided to score against us. But I mean, it was a okay result. We wanted to lose, so can't complain. But now over to today's episode, and we have some crazy games today. This is, I mean, you have to tune in for the right episode. Two very big games. First off, we're up against Hamilton. They are topping the league. We're up against the #1 team in the league. And right now, they've been dominating. And the second game is against Motherwell. And look where they are. They are in second position. So we are up against the #1 and #2 team in the league. This is huge. This is going to be tough. And especially against Hamilton, the #1 team, we play them away. So that's where we're starting, away against the league leaders. This is a big game. It's not going to be easy. So let's see what happens here. Probably considering going counter-attacking pretty soon, but I want to start out first and see what happens and how the possession looks. So yeah, of course here. No one fancy us a win, but maybe we can use that to turn them on. No, not very much. At least we have a moderate striker from the beginning, but still some team talk there and it looks a little bit better. But yeah, game on. Toughest game of the season, playing the #1 team, and we play them away. This can't be easy. This will be rough no matter what. But look at this! Look at this! Look at this! What a sensational start! I haven't even played for 1 minute when we take the lead. What a dream start, guys! My God! The throw-in from McLaughlin for Easton. And Easton, what a perfect pass! And of course, Bardi, he can't miss a chance like that. This is a dream start. My God! We are playing away against the best team in the league. This is sensational, but there's so much left to go. And here they are for their first highlight of the game. Fraser with the cross, but it's cleared. But looks like we're going to come back quickly here. This looks really bad. But luckily for us, that wasn't a great finisher and no problem at all. And I'm using Macmillan here, my young backup keeper, because McCullum is, I think he got a cold or something like that. He's out for like 2-3 days, so nothing serious, but he's a lot weaker. He is very talented, but I don't think I have the facilities or the coaches for him to reach his full potential, unfortunately, because I would love to see him develop and improve even further. But McCullum is of course number one. He would, and he's much stronger, and he would have been playing if it wasn't. I think it was a cold, something like that. At least it was less than a week. At least he's out for. But here they are again. Fraser, Gray, Coffee. Oh, that pass was beautiful, and unfortunate for us, Rother makes no mistakes. His 5th goal of the season, and yeah, that pass was very, very beautiful. Look at that pass, fantastic, and he makes no mistakes, puts it in the net. So it's equalized. I'm not pleased, but I'm not surprised either. And time for some subs here. Who's having a bad day? Kissless maybe? Should we replace Kissless? But we don't have any good options for him on the bench. And Martin maybe? We'll go for him just to show him that with strong defenders. And what do we want to do here? I think we are gonna do it maybe like this, actually get some stronger ball winning touch here in the midfield. And we have one more sub to go. Let's replace Stanton. Stanton is not having a great game. 7 minutes, and we are into extra time. Going to be 2 minutes of extra time, and the clock, yes, keeps on ticking. So a pretty good result, getting a draw, I must say, pretty good. And the only bad thing is, of course, we were in the lead, so always annoying when you're in the lead but not win in the end. But still, I mean, I can't complain getting a draw away against Hamilton. It is a good result for us. And luckily for us, actually, Motherwell, they draw also. So at least we are keeping track on them. If they would have won, of course, they would have increased their margin down to us. But they still have quite some margin. But you can feel them in range, because now we're going to play them, and we're going to play them at home. And hopefully we can as well or even better than the Hamilton game. So let's move forward to the Motherwell game. And before we get to the game, so one thing I forgot to mention earlier, and that is we have an injury on a key player. Our strongest defender here, the lone guy from Rangers, Wilson, he got a 5 weeks injury. It says it was 6 to 12 days left, because he's been injured for a few games now during I think he's been out for like 3 games. So yeah, I forgot to mention it, and of course that's the important news. Missing out on our strongest central defender is never good. I just needed to mention that. Now over to the game, and this is the formation they will be using, Motherwell. And look at this pyramid here. Look at this one. It's going to be interesting. I think it's the first time we're up against this formation in this series. I might be misremembering something, but I think it's the first time we're up against it. So it's going to be very interesting to see how our team is handling it. But of course, it's working very well for them, because they are second place in the league. So they're a very good team. But we play at home. We managed to do pretty well last game, and hopefully we can do even better today, because a win now will be, of course, very important, because they might end up being one of the teams that we fight for a playoff position against. And I think they are 4 points ahead of us right now. Let's take a look at the league table. Let's quick look at the silent thing. They're 3 points ahead of us, so yeah, they could be end up in close competition. So if we play them at home, we need a good result. Really do. And I'm doing some rotation here also. I have a pretty good team, but this is it was just 2 days rest. Oh, it actually hit the post. It was 2 days rest in the last game, so doing quite a bit of rotation here in my formation, but they are in the same position because they played the same day as we did. So hopefully we are doing better with the rotation than they are. So we have fewer players on the pitch, and it's going to be a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. This is interesting. I guess Linton will step up to take this one, and he is our best penalty taker. It's not great though, not great. I think it's 12 in skill, but he have been scoring, so please keep on doing that. And he does! He does. Very important goal in a very important game. Just 5 minutes before half time. So yeah, hopefully this means we can end the first half in a good way for us, and a very rough mental way for them, conceding just before half time. It's always extra rough. So the good thing is we have had everything. They haven't had a single highlight. The bad thing is we're only 1 goal lead, and we haven't managed to create that many highlights. I think that we had 2 highlights, so we need to improve during this half. And that was, I think he could have done that so much better. Got it like 5 meters from the goal, felt like. But yeah, decent first half, but we can definitely improve. And Lacey's having a really shitty game. Maybe we should replace him. And yeah, now they are starting to create highlights here. They are creating chances. This is really dangerous. This is very, very, very dangerous. And it's going to be a goal. Damn it! Andy Ryan's his 3rd goal of the season, and they didn't manage to create anything during the first half. And now we only played 4 minutes of the second half, and they are already scoring. So very bad start here of the second half. We need to step it up now, lads. Look at Lacey. I'm going to sub him already before he gets sent off, because he is having a really shitty game and he's tired. So what would be a good option here? I think that will be a good option. We're actually probably going to change striker also, because he's not having a good day here, Brunt. There's a few one game, not much going on here. And it's another highlight for them. What's going on here? This is so bad. Maybe we can turn it around here. Florence with a long ball. Why did you do that? It was not even close to reaching somebody, and you weren't under any great pressure. This is extremely bad. That's all Florence's fault. There was no, like, why did he hit that pass? It was just, he just gave it away. It wasn't like he tried to reach anybody, because we didn't have a player nowhere near where he hit that pass, and he wasn't under great pressure. This is a huge personal mistake by Florence. Really bad mistake there. And yeah, basically no way that could in any way be okay. A really bad mistake. And yeah, I'm very displeased, as you can hear. Really displeased. So we are going to do a sub, but we are going to go Florence, because yeah, that was a really shitty play, and it's definitely time to go attacking here also, same as the game allows us. Come on, game, go attacking. I mean, we should be able to create things. We were dominating during the first half, but still nothing's working. This is so bad. And this probably is going to be the rough blonde whistle. Well, I'm very displeased with this game. We dominated the first half. They got an early goal in the second half. And then they took the lead by huge personal mistakes by Florence. I'm not sure what he was up to, because he wasn't under pressure. He just gave it away for some really weird reason. Maybe he got a big paycheck from them. That's my guess, because I can't see any other reason for him doing that than a lot of money. So yeah, a very bad result for us here. The lads need to know it. I'm far from pleased with this one, and yeah, really, really shitty game. I feel like we could have done much, much better, and now we are miles away from the top teams here. 9 points behind Hamilton, and almost the same against Motherwell. So yeah, we started off with a pretty good first game against Hamilton, and then we had that really shitty nightmare against Motherwell. Time for us to think through what we've done. We need to improve again. The only good thing is today we played against the two strongest teams in the league, which means the next couple of games is going to be easier. So hopefully we can take a few 3-pointers because we really need it. But that's it for this episode. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.